nearest chopping block. You know, like when you're chopping meat, and you chop. So his head was placed down. And I don't believe they allow the head or the body to be jumping around. They would be constrained somehow. It was built in such a way that the body would not go into convulsion. It was restrained. Just like when they are doing the electric chair. I don't know if they're still doing the electric chair in the United States. They're not doing what they do. They would strap them. And sometimes they put them on a couch, like when you're going into surgery. Right? Or like when you're going to do the MRI and they restrict you. So you can't be moving around the place. And they would strap them and inject them, and that would be the end of it. Amen. So when we talk about Nero was a Roman governor, ruler. And Paul died at the hands of Nero's chopping block for his salvation. So sometimes we testify, and we don't know what we're testifying about. Here is our testimony. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith, and henceforth there is laid up for me a throne of righteousness, which the Lord shall give me at his appearing, and not for me only, but unto all them who know his appearing. You know where Paul was going? He was going to Nero's chopping block. He was about to be executed. And we call ourselves Christian, and we don't want to go to heavily into suffering. As if the suffering come our way and somebody says something about us that goes right, we get very weak and heavy laden, and we can't serve God again. This is where Paul was going when he said that. I am now ready to be offered. Look at the word, offered. That means he's going to become an offering. He's going on a real altar of sacrifice. Like a lamb to the slaughter, and a sheep before her shearer is dumb. Isaiah said, he opened not his mouth. So Jesus said, answer the high priest. Have manners, answer the high priest. Because they asked Jesus, Pilate asked Jesus question, and Jesus didn't answer. Some of us chat too much. Everything we have a rebuttal. I have one deal in the way. If you say 10 words, it's a 20. And if you say 20, it's a 40. And things is just to close the argument. Paul was going to Nero's chopping block. And he said, I am now ready to be offered. How many of us have a testimony today? If you have a testimony, you will have a testimony. I said, if you have that testimony, you will have a testimony. I am now ready to be offered. And the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. So, tradition has it that Paul was released from prison in Rome before his second and final Roman imprisonment. He and Titus traveled together for a while. That is before he was offered. So, although he knew he was going to die, he was still spreading the gospel. Some of us think we're going to die next week, so we don't need to do anything about or ministry that God has given us. So we lay down arms. Some of us don't care about the word of the Lord because we think we are true and we can't make any impression. It's not true. Let's not feed ourselves virtually. God has empowered us. God has empowered us. He has given us power. He has given us authority. He has given us work to do. He has given us talents. Let us not be like the man who look at the master and say, I knew you were a hard man. So the one little talent that you gave him, I buried it. And And here it is. The Lord just take it away from him. I give it to the one who had received much. They stopped in Crete and it was time for Paul to go. He left Titus